Mazda is set to revolutionize the electric car industry. And I'm aware that a bird has been seen going across the front of this bonnet today, but this is the revolutionary car. It contains a 680cc Mazda Rotary engine, originally built by a man called Wankel. Seems unusual to say that word, but anyway, there we go. This is not powered by that Wankel engine, it is actually powered by batteries. It is a generator system, and it's nothing short of excellent. It's actually so good, it's what the MX30 should have been. My name is Bob Flavin. Hit the subscribe button. Let's check out the MX30. So let's first deal with the thorny subject. The bit I'm not sure about is the doors. This door opens extraordinarily wide. What I mean is this is almost at a right angle to the car. But the rear door opens this way. Harks back to RX-7, I know, I get all that. But what happens in reality is you can't put anything in the back unless you open the front. And that means when your friends or your family or whoever it is traveling with you decided they're going to have to travel in the back, if you pull up somewhere and let them out, you have to get out. You have to open this door, then they get out. I'm not debating the aesthetics and the design is chef's kiss, yeah? Really good. But in reality, getting in is a bit of a hassle. And I don't really fit, you know? It's snow. They're like little portholes in the side of the car. I'm not convinced, man. And look, this is not a car for family. I don't think so. I can't get back out though. Well, you can't do that, like. But it's not a car for family, you know. You can move this to forward and all that, but the doors, this still has to be opened in the front for the back to open. You have to do this, and that is my only real bugbear. It's a bit tight back there, and for some reason, the seat's not a memory seat. I can do that in a minute. It's just, this car is so close to perfect. It's annoying. So this is the engine we're talking about. This is a Wankel engine, invented by a man called Wankel. It's not a Wankel engine, it is a rotary engine. So inside there's a rotor with 3 chambers. It's spinning, and it means that the combustion happens in one of those 3 chambers at all times. Makes it sound a little weird. Gives it incredibly high revs if you want to, but all that's done away with in favor of this being a generator. So it generates electricity, sending it to the battery as the battery demands it, rather than it powering the wheels. So it sounds a little weird when we're driving. We're going to get to that in a minute. It does use a little bit of oil. All rotary engines do, no matter the year. But I think that this is possibly part of our long-term future, these generator systems. When you go to remote areas where there's no chargers, what are you left with? This, a generator. That can generate its own power. A true self-charging hybrid. So the boot space, is really good. This is not an automatic boot, by the way. The boot space is actually quite good. There's plenty of space in here. You're talking upwards of 350 litres here, easily fitting stuff in, and it's good and square. And, remarkably, in the boot, it's got a 3-pin plug, and it has AC, so you can output power into the boot. Say you want to go for a picnic with a fridge, or something you want to plug in and use, well, that's there for you too. So, plenty of space in the boot is always available. Right, Let's hit the road here in Port East for a bit of spin them out. That's a local council office I was filming in, by the way. A failed car park. Tried to build it and it flooded, and so it's kind of remained empty ever since. Anyway, the car is being driven now by electricity. I have 41% battery. I can charge from AC or DC. It's both fine, they're both okay. You'll notice when the car rolls along here, trying to be as economical as it possibly can be. That's also a problem for the air conditioning, because it always seems to default to the lowest possible setting you can have on air conditioning. That's a warning that there might be a car coming from my right side. There's plenty of safety equipment. Now, I'm going to go up a road here that is filmed by least. There's the engine. Hear it? The little engine is cut in. The noise never really changes. This place is sort of a drone in the background for a while. You might not be able to hear it on camera. It's actually fairly quiet in the car. And it's such a well-absorbed car, you don't really hear a whole lot of noise from it. But this road here, all these little pillars that the Leaf County Council put in are all in debate now, because you can't see them from a car. So when they're beside you, or near you, or around you, or you're trying to get round out of your driveway, or out of your housing estate, you can't see these little tiny wooden stakes. And so they're all getting ripped out of the ground, slowly but surely. And of course, you can't mow the grass in there. That one's already broken up completely, coming out of Super Value. This one here is broken up, coming out of a housing estate. The GEA are complaining because the lads can't park in the grass anymore. You know how I feel about parking in the grass, right? There is so much problems. The infrastructure of this road cost a fortune. And now the road is useless. Just so you know. So goes the way that of the modern designers. The modern people who are designing roads, who think the best thing we do here is to make the road really narrow. So we slow traffic, we allow a cycle lane and a walking footpath over here to be merged into one unit. And we put some nice little benches along the way on the way out. What will actually happen is deliveries coming in by 40-foot trucks along this section of motorway, or this road, you have to nearly get up on the footpath here to try and let them get room in. It's too narrow, it's too small. Here's a 40-foot truck right now. It's too small here, and it's not a highway. It's not going anywhere for a second lane. It goes to Midway, and it goes to Junction 17. That's it, that's where it goes. There's nothing else out here. And the whole thing disappears. All the cycle lanes are gone now, just gone. You're on your own. Massive roundabout ahead. You're on your own. Leaf County Council didn't want to know. So here I am coming out on the motorway. I have 42% battery. The rotary engine is going. A little rotary symbol appears in your dashboard. And a little lightning strike beside it, electricity strike beside it, to say the motor is now charging the battery underneath. So we're charging it as well. So I'm doing 107 now. On the dashboard here it says the max speed on the speedometer is 160. I have it on good authority. The max speed this car will go on is 145. That's as far as it's going to go. So obviously 120 is the restriction in this country. But if you're in Germany on the Autobahn or whatever, 145 is as fast as this car goes. I do have active cruise control. I can turn it on here. Seeing a 120. The car will increase the speed. You can hear the motors running now. If I had a good charge of electricity, there would be no noise in here at all. If I'm in the EV mode, silence. Motor shuts down, end of story. It will now only, it will use this battery down as far as it can now, no matter what, in EV section. On normal, it will do what it has to do. You run the motor, charge the battery, or you're going to charge, and the motor will run, charging the battery while it's using it until you reach your designated, whatever you want. You can change the target. Say you want 40%, 50%, 90%, whatever. It'll charge you to reach 90%, using a little sip of petrol to do that along the way. I like to leave it normal. The car seems to get on with itself all the time. I never really noticed the engine too much. I have air conditioning on just so. I have Bluetooth. If I plug in my phone, I will have CarPlay on my dashboard. So it's only wired to CarPlay. Not sure what the rationale behind that decision was. I actually don't really like wireless CarPlay. It can be glitchy, and it also is, well, distraction to some degree, because some of the functions are not available while you're driving on the CarPlay system. And CarPlay was set up to be a touchscreen, but in actual fact, this hasn't gone on touchscreen. So it is a little bit confusing. Other than that, I really like this car. I really do. I think driving this car is very rewarding. It feels nice. It's so comfortable. It's so quiet in here. It's airy. It's roomy. Not for the rear passengers, for the front passengers. This has 4 seats. Let me guess, how many of you who own an RX-7 used all 4 seats? Just saying. Mazda really good at 2-door cars. Mazda MX-5 is one of my all-time favorite hero cars. This MX-30 now might be my second favorite car. Mazda's number 1. This then is Mazda's love song to EVs. It already had this in an EV, and people were buying it because of the short range, and it's totally understandable. Mazda say you use less batteries to make the car work, and therefore you're saving the environment because you need less batteries, right? And in a world where we're all on each other's back the whole time, all complaining and moaning and saying EV is the only way, you know what? It's okay not to be okay. It's a true statement. True fact. This though, this is okay. I really like this car. I really think this car can do an awful lot for you and your family. And you take away all the ideas of running out of electricity anywhere. Because you can charge this up AC, DC, and petrol. My name is Bob Flavin. You have been watching me review the Mazda MX30. Last year I had mouth cancer, which is why I'm talking at the wheel, and I'm trying out a new camera today. So I'm hoping you're going to hit subscribe button and you like more of this, because there's more of this to come. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you again in the near future. Look after yourself. And until the next time, I'll see you on the far side. Remember, it's okay not to be okay.